Yeah, so as I was saying, you encourage a lot of us because someone told me that the one constant that you have with many people is that people fail and people face challenges. You haven't ever given anything the power to stop you on what you want, and hearing your story is so empowering on a personal note, and I'm sure it will be also to many people.
Actually, I was telling you that
yes.
During my launch, I give books for free. Anybody
yes.
who came, I give them books. And my friends have come back and they have told me, Mercy, thank you very much for putting your story on the paper. Because when people see me on social media, they see me speaking wherever, they see me walking wherever. People don't know what I've been through. They see a very happy person because one fact is I'm very happy.
True.
I try not to take away my peace. I mean, I try to ensure that I am happy, and the Lord has been gracious. So when people find me happy, they look at me and they start saying, I admire life. They have no idea where this person is coming from. So they tell me that they are grateful that I put it on paper, so that when people see you happy, they don't think you just woke up one day and you're happy.
True.
It is something that you are having. It's a decision that you have to make every day. Imagine you have to make a decision every day to be happy, because it's the right thing to do. It's very strenuous. It's emotionally draining to be unhappy. It is easier to be happy.
True.
Yes.
And learning again from that kind of direction. I imagine now you have done your 5 years at Jabali. So from Jabali, where do you
From Jabali, I went to Park University. I was there for 2 years.
Tell us how you got there, because it is also another interesting story.
Another story. Oh my God. Mimi, when I think about God, I want to, kupanda juu ya mlima.
Yeah.
I shout. I believe in God making a way for us. I know there are people who believe in Godfathers. So when you believe in Godfathers, then you never get away until the Godfathers are alive. Yeah. When you believe in God, then God makes a way for you.
Someone told me that if you believe in Godfathers,
yes,
you never see God the Father.
It's true. That is very true. So now, I am in Jabali.
Yes.
I have done 5 years. I have even done my master's. I am now feeling underutilized. I remember I had come from high school.
Yes.
So I am here. I'm not even able to teach, because I couldn't really teach the content because I'm not a kindergarten teacher.
Yes.
So the only thing that I could do was management. I was doing management and I was happy about it. And then of course I could do life skills, because life skills is what I do with everyone else. But the real teaching, I'm feeling like, oh my God, I'm being underutilized. So I just desired, the way you just desired, you're not even serious.
Mm-hmm.
I just desired, I just told God, give me an opportunity now to go to the university. I did not have anybody who was going before me. The way you say, Sijui, I had been mentored by so and so, nothing. I just woke up, I have been in high school, I have been kindergarten and primary, so the next thing that I can do is university. And by this time, I am teaching at the university, but now on the side, because I realize I am not able to teach, so I am just teaching as a part-timer.
You already have your master's, you are a registered PhD, so that gives you already the qualifications.
Yes.
For university, yes.
Yes, so I am teaching on the side.
As a part-time.
As a part-time, but I'm working on Jabali. So I just woke up one day, I still remember like yesterday, and telling God, just give me an opportunity to work at the university. Now your story, Kaisha. I mean, it was just a good desire,
yes,
a good prayer, and I ended the prayer and I moved on.
Done.
I mean, it's done.
So after being at Jabali for 5 years, can you give us a summary of the milestones that you gained at Jabali?
Oh, Jabali, I learned a lot. first and foremost, remember, I wasn't trained for kindergarten and primary. I was trained for high school, that is the adolescence. Even though, as a person, I really loved to interact with children, but not as an educationist.
Yes.
So I learned a lot of things. I learned how to deal with the babies. I learned a lot from the kindergarten teachers. I learned how to deal with the parents of young ones, because the behavior of parents of the young ones is completely different from parents of the adolescents.
Very true.
The parents of the young ones,
yes,
are generally very obedient. They are very loyal. They are very understanding. They really want to learn. By the time a child has grown to be an adolescent, and that's where I'd been trained, we are even at conflict. So to a large extent, the parents wanted the children to be in school, away from them. So I learned a lot how to guide them. Actually, I thank God for the opportunity. I always longed for this time when I would be able to exhibit my parenting, coaching skills and all that. So I had an opportunity. God gave me the opportunity, and I did quite a bit with the parents. I also learned how to benchmark. Yes. Remember, I was a high school teacher, and I'm here with the kindergarten, and not as a teacher, but as the school manager. I had to go out of my way, tell myself, Mercy, this one you don't know. Let's go to this school. And I went to different schools. I went to Riara, I went to Rose of Sharon, I went to Lagos, it's called Lagos, or some school in Gong Road. I went to quite a number of schools just to learn how they were doing their things. So I would go down and come and implement in my school. So I picked quite a bit on management, and especially managing something that you may not be fully skilled in, that you can actually learn something.
Yes.
Yes.
You mentioned that when you were given a file with minutes, it only had 4 names.
Yes.
And those were names of potential parents.
Yes.
Did all the 4 report?
Okay, thank you. Now, after I was given the file, I now called I called the parents.
Yes.
I called the parents to school, and we had a meeting, and the parents were willing to actually risk with us, and I'm so happy. The kids that started with us,
yes.
Apart from one who went to South Africa and then later came back, the rest finished in Jabari. But the 4 parents came and others came. By the time I was leaving the school had a big population of over 400. And I'm happy for the kind of trust that the parents give to me and also to the church by extension.
You must have done a lot of excellent work. So now this one day you wake up and you tell God, now you want to move to a university. Now here is the interesting part of it, because you have left high school. It's like going to a negative, and now you want to even jump over that high school and go to the moon. Tell us about the story of how you made that transition.
No, very interesting. Like I already said, I was trained for high school.
Yes.
And I taught high school for many years, maths and geography.
Yes.
Then I transitioned to training from high school. I transitioned to Riara, that is another high school, and come from a public school to a private school.
Yes.
Okay. Actually high cost. And then I leave this. Remember, I first went to church as a training coordinator.
Yes.
And then in that Kimincharo, in that mix, I became the kindergarten school manager.
Yes.
Primary. So now, remember, on the side, I'm going to school. So I had finished my first degree, and I had done my master's and graduated. But on the side, I was teaching, I was lecturing. So I just felt I was happy with Jabari, very, very happy indeed. It was a beautiful place to work, and beautiful people to work with, the children and the parents. But I was feeling underutilized. I was feeling like, I think now I can try university management, not lecturing, because I was already.
You already
I was already
a part-time lecturer. Yes.
I was already a lecturer, so I just wished and prayed.
Yes.
So this time I am on leave, 2 weeks leave, And as usual, Facebook, I put it on my Facebook that I am on leave. Who would like to take me out? Then guess what? Somebody was coming for graduation at Park and was supposed to be playing a role. So he calls me, some friend that I really respect. So he calls me and asked me, "Are you still on leave?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm actually wondering where are my friends to take me out." Oh my God. Then he tells me, "Come pick me up from Westlands and take me to Roysambu." Oh my God. I lived in Imarandaima, very far.
Yes.
But this is not somebody I can say no to. You know, those people that you respect.
Yes.
So Shingo Pande, I dressed up. And I dressed up well because the person is a pastor. Otherwise, I would have gone in jeans or in shorts or anything.
Yes.
But anyway, because I'm meeting a pastor, I now dressed well. So Mimi Huyo, I'm taking him to Park University.
Yes.
And we are late. So he has his suitcase because he has come to Nairobi. He has his suitcase.
Yes.
So he gets to Park, and instead of coming out with his suitcase, he leaves a suitcase in my car. I am so disappointed. I had not planned to be there. That was not my mpango.
Yeah.
Remember, he just called me.
Yeah.
That he needed to be rescued. He needed rescue moment.
So according to your plan, you were just dropping him and getting out of there.
Yes. Remember, first of all, I'm coming from Imara.
Yeah.
I'm going to Thika Road. And he had not booked me earlier. He's just called. So surely it's being unfair to keep me marooned at Park and don't have any business. But anyway, what do? And again, Mercy, I decided to throw in the moment. I said, I am stuck. I have his suitcase. So the only thing that I can do is go for the graduation and enjoy the moment. So I was shown where to sit. I sat the whole day. We had the graduation, which was ending much later, na huko jioni, and around afternoon.
Yes.
So he's also not in a rush. He knows everybody, so he's taking pictures with everyone. I am so inconvenienced. I'm showing him my watch. I need to go.
Yes.
And he's telling me, wait, no, just wait. I mean, for sure, I think I was also just being unreasonable. There is no way he was going to come out with this suitcase.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm there, and don't ask me what happened, but I'm introduced to the leaders there.
Yes.
And it turns out they have actually advertised for a job. So I am asked, you are the school manager, you've been doing marketing and admissions and everything. This is admissions. Maybe you can apply. And I applied. And you know what? The next 2 weeks, I had my job. Because it was closing, I think that was on a Friday. It was closing on Monday.
Wow.
That is how I got my Park University job. It found me.
And for those who don't understand, Park is
Pan-African Christian
Pan-African University. So you're now leaping again you're now leaping again from kindergarten over to all the way to university.
Yes, I'm now jumping from kindergarten to university. I'm changing my language. I switch, a paradigm shift.
Wow.
But I enjoyed myself. Then I was there for 2 years.
Yes.
There was need. My bishop had just become the vice chancellor at KNG University, so I needed to support him.
Yes.
And so I left Park and came down to support my bishop.
All this time you're still taking your PhD?
Yes, I'm still on my PhD, yes.
Okay.
I'm still on my PhD.
Yes.
So I continued with my PhD, but slowly,
yes.
Not in a rush. At some point, I even deserted it.
Yes.
Then came back. I mean, that's another story, another long story about how I got my PhD. And then at some point, I felt I needed to finish up anyway.
Yes.
So I started fast tracking.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you are graduating with your PhD while you're still at KAG East University.
No. When I left KAG East University,
yes,
I was still on it. The last 2 years, I did my PhD for 7 years. The last 2 years is when I picked momentum.
Okay.
And I actually had a meeting with Mercy.
Yes.
And I told Mercy, we are either graduating or deserting it altogether.
We'd rather make up our mind here.
We just decided what we want to do.
Yes.
We are either doing it or not doing it. Then I had very good supervisors who are really on my case. Professor Geshovi and Dr. Kibara were really on my case.
Yes.
I think they were also telling me the same. You are either finishing or you desert altogether. So they gave me enough good pressure. I really appreciate, and of course, even from myself. So I fast tracked quite a bit up to when I left KAG in October. October is when I was at the peak. I was at the peak of my last defense.
Yes.
I was doing my last defense in October. So I managed to finish and I graduated in November.
There's a very interesting story about the requirements that were needed for your current job. Tell us about that story.
My current job is another interesting story.
Yes.
Oh my God, the hand in the handles. Corona has hit, and there is a challenge of finance everywhere. And of course, you are there and wondering, God, come through for me. And of course, we are there, everybody is looking for what else to do, where else can I work, what side hustle can I do to balance the equation, because institutions are challenged, and not one institution, but all of them. So in that mix, I decided to activate all my social media platforms so that I can sell my books.
Yes.
And I was actually selling my books. Remember, I gave you the story of how I got my money, even to pay for my PhD and everything from the books that I had written.
Yes.
So I recharged my Facebook, my WhatsApp, my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok, my LinkedIn.
Yes.
And I do that which is required, including LinkedIn. I upload my CV there on LinkedIn. And I am posting my books every day and selling my books and delivering. Actually, I had somebody who was delivering for me the books all over the country, including outside the country. Actually, I sold quite a bit. Some people in US, in UK, and in South Africa.
Wow.
All right. Yes, I did. Even Nigeria, I did.
Yes.
I had deliveries. So just the Lord choosing to be gracious because of the challenges that were there, the financial challenges that were there about salaries, and it was a problem for all institutions. So one of the nights, I was a night runner in quotes.
Yes.
And I was trying to do e-flyers for myself and for my university and everything.
Yes.
So I'm just there, and a pop comes for my current job.
Yes.
I read, and it's like, this institution is so high. Can I even qualify? Can I not qualified? I was qualified.
The requirements were okay for you.
Yeah, the requirements were okay for me, but I was just wondering this one and this other one anyway. But again, what do I stand to lose? Nothing.
It's already tough where you are standing anyway.
Yeah. So mimi huyo, I press, and my CV goes wherever it goes.
Oh, that is the easy apply option. Huh?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So I applied.
Yes.
And I forgot all about it. But you know what? I am called the following day.
Oh, that is, you do that
yes, at night.
Like today night.
Yes.
And tomorrow someone calls you.
Yes. And we have this lengthy conversation. And they're just going through my CV from the top to the bottom. And it's like, these questions are too many. But anyway, it is okay. And again, I forget.
So interestingly, you are having your first interview on phone, having applied for this job
Yes.
online.
Yes.
These people have not yet met you.
No.
And looking at the requirements, there was something peculiar about it that you don't find anywhere in the industry. Tell us about those requirements.
Okay, they of course, whatever requirements they had given were requirements for registrar.
Yes.
Which I was qualified, and that is actually what got me applying, because I felt I qualified. Of course, they were looking for somebody with a PhD. I didn't have a PhD yet, but I was ongoing.
Yes.
But again, I said, if I don't meet their minimum requirement, then it is okay. I don't stand to lose anything. If they really wanted the PhD, that's okay. So anyway, I was called, and we had the conversations, and we explored and explored and explored and explored, and we finished the first call. That was not an interview; it was a call. I took it that way.
It was just
a call, and we were going through my CV from the top to the bottom.
It was like them trying to confirm whether this human being is actually real.
Yes, either real or whether what I had put on paper is actually what?
It's real. I mean, if it's true, because you don't find people who have all the levels of the experience of all the levels of education.
Yes.
In this market, no, you don't find those.
Yes, and it's interesting how I have taught. I have interacted with all the levels of education, and I thank God for that. So anyway, we finished the call, and after that we forgot all about it.
Yes.
I completely forgot about it until one day one of my friends, Joanne, visited. Some place around there.
Yes.
And on Monday when she came, she told me, "Hey, I went to this institution, and my God, you should see their library. It is, my God, not of this world. It's another class."
Yes.
Then I remembered.
These people had spoken to me.
By the way, somebody, and I had not even told my friend, because it was I don't know. I don't know why I had actually not spoken to her, not told her anything about it. Then I told her, "Oh my God, actually I had applied for something, and somebody called me, and that was it. Do you know, I told her I need to go to the email and ask them whether they concluded the matter, so that I can move on." Do you know, when I went to the email, I found somebody had written and said, "We are reviewing your CV."
And how long had that email sat in there?
That should be like a month. I had even forgotten.
So the feedback from that call had come a month ago.
Yes, I even forgot. The way you just forget like a child.
Yeah.
You see, when she talked about it is when I remembered.
Yes.
Then I said, "Oh my God, let me actually go to the email and find out what happened. Did they recruit?" So that I don't even ever expect, and mark you, I had actually forgotten.
Yes.
So I find the email that we are reviewing your CV. Oh my God. And then from there, it was one interview, another, all in online interviews, and I got the job.
Wow. The hand in the
handles.
Because really the reason you were applying for this was that you just were in a position where you really needed to jump.
No, I needed a change.
Yes, you needed a change. Yes,
I needed a change because universities were suffering, including where I was. They were suffering, so I needed something different. I needed something else. I needed to look out for another place that maybe is financially stable a bit or something. But I needed a change. Yeah. And I prayed for the change and moved on. Then the Lord brought it. And that was a real handle for me, and I really thank God for His hand in the handle.
You have had very many situations, and I read this book. We cannot do it justice unless someone really just picks the book and read for himself. And I would like to really recommend it to anyone who is watching this. Give us your closing remarks. What has been your takeaway what are your greatest moments? What are your greatest lessons?
My greatest lesson in life have been learning to trust God in all situations. Even when you are going through a handle, at that particular moment, you may not understand what's happening. You may not even know what to do, how to go about it, and all that. But learning to trust God, learning to call on God all the time, is, for me, is the takeaway in my life. It's been a straight 55 years, full of handles, but I can tell you this without a doubt, I have seen the hand of God in every handle of my life. I think I've had the best time in life. I've had the worst time in life. But even in my worst moment, I know I am not alone.
True.
I know I am with Him, God the Father. I know He's there embracing me, even when I don't feel His presence. Because there are times of your life where you feel, where are you? Like when I was losing my marriage, I would ask God to touch me kidogo tu nimfeel. Because I would actually speak to Him. I would tell Him, I don't feel you. Where are you? Where is this presence you keep talking about? I would feel like I am very alone. But even in those moments, I have learned to talk to my heart and tell my heart aloud that even in the lowest moment, I am not alone. There is a heart in the handles.
Very true.
And this heart is real.
Yes. You mentioned that you had 3 items that you had planned to celebrate.
Yes.
It seems to me that God also topped you up with a job to also celebrate.
Actually, during my graduation, I didn't want to shout. I didn't want to shout about the job. But I had 3 things that I really desired to celebrate. I was celebrating my graduation, PhD. I was celebrating the hand in the handles. Yes. That is the launch of the book. I was celebrating my 55 years.
Yes.
And on top, I was celebrating a new job.
A new job.
Yes.
Congratulations. You have been... I really pray and I'm glad to actually know you as a person, that and knowing how much you're also doing in church and outside church, the many trainings that you're having, the many coachings that you're having. And I just pray that we will see many chapters of this. I can't wait for the next book. I don't know. Do you have any topic in mind?
Yes. No, there's a book that I've done like a few chapters.
Right.
I'm writing a book on single again.
Yes. That is a very interesting topic.
Yes. Single again.
Yes.
Because people are shy. People are writing about marriages. People are writing about teenagers, bringing up teenagers, adolescents, young adults, and everything. People are shy about separated and divorced. So I am a member. I know you can live a fulfilling life.
Yes.
You can live you can have optimal living even in single again. It is possible. It's possible to reinvent yourself.
Yes.
And say, I was married. I had my good moments. I had my bad moments. Thank you very much. This is who I am today. What can I do with me today? And that's what I am writing about.
Can't wait to read about it. Do we have dates to it, or we are trusting God for the grace?
Yes, I had actually hoped. I started writing the book. This time around, I've gone very slowly. I started writing this book in January, and I'm not far. I've not gone very far. This is now May, so I'm hoping that by the end of the year, I will have moved far.
Yes.
I hope I will have completed. If not, it's okay. I'm not competing with anyone, but I am interested in these people, the single again people.
Yes.
The marginalized people. You can have full life even when you are single again.
that is a topic that many churches choose to bury their heads in the sand about.
Yes.
You have mentioned that in your current church, it is a topic that they are not shy.
No, they are not shy. They have enabled.
Yes.
They have enabled me. Actually, a pastor called me and told me, Marcy, you have been in this category. You have been asking to start a ministry. Please go ahead. You have all our support. And I thank our pastor, Reverend Winnie and William Mondero. They have supported us. Nobody in church, in ICC Kitengera, looks at us from this lens of you are separated, you are divorced, you are single again. We are looked at as sisters and brothers in the Lord. And we are serving God. We are in whichever ministry we want to serve.
Yes.
Nobody is telling us that you are ashamed or whatever kind, you are an embarrassment to the church and all that. We are serving like any other person.
I think there are many churches that need to learn from it, because there are a lot of us who will be rejects even in society and in church. And I think it is the church where you are, it is the church fellowship that you need most during those hard times. I can't imagine.
Actually, let me tell you this. It is only in church where they hurt. They are hurting soldiers. A soldier is already hurt.
Yes.
It is only in church
they beat them down.
Those who are hurting are hurt more. Because the fact that you lost your marriage, that is enough tragedy.
True.
And therefore, the best thing that the church can do is embrace you. Or even somebody would want to ask, how can I help you? How can I be of help to you?
Have you eaten?
Or even somebody can ask you, where are you going? What are you feeling? Some present questions. Let me tell you, in church is where you are pointed at and people are saying, do you see that one? She separated, she divorced. And unto you, you are a woman.
Oh, yes.
Because the woman is supposed to be wife material.
Yes.
Nobody wants to ask in church what happened and how can I be of help to you? How can I support you as a Christian so that you can stand in faith?
I really feel like this is a topic we will dive into further. And actually, it's something I need us to create time for, because the one thing that we don't talk about is how people are actually hurt in church.
Oh, people are hurt in church. That is why personally I like separating. I separate church from the members. That's why I will go to church even when I feel like somebody has hurt me. I have been intentional in separating church from individuals, so that I can continue to be ministered to. I just have to be intentional.
Very true.
Yes.
Dr. Mercy, it's a very big honor to have you on our seat. You have shared a lot. I pray for God to continue blessing you. You are a big blessing to many people. I cannot let you go before telling people about optimal living. Because in optimal living, I have been a beneficiary of it. If I don't give people an opportunity to do that, I think it will be an injustice.